got everybody? We got to keep working as a team. We got to find a way to slow down the rush, and then we got to find a way to rush the ball a little bit. Got to tackle a little better. Got to protect a little better. Obviously, turnovers made it difficult for us today. We were minus several in turnovers, but we got to be able to defend the rush on defense, and then just keep working, try to get a little better and run a game on offense. So told the guys the same thing. I said, look, we got to go back to work and work hard this week and get ready. We're going to have another game about this time next Saturday, and told leaders we need guys to step up and dig down deep and find a way to practice hard and get ready to go play another one next week.
Mike, with the quarterback situation, your defense is probably going to have to play pretty well today, and they've struggled the last couple of weeks. What do you sort of chalk on that?
Oh, we got to do a better job at stopping the run. It starts with being able to stop the run, and that'll help us with some of the play action pass. And we need to tackle better. I didn't think we, from a distance without watching it, I didn't think we tackled very well. But I would say, it starts with we got to be able to stop the run.
How much of the defensive struggles right now do you feel like is injury and guys, or is the guys not playing very well?
Oh, I would say it's probably a combination of both. We get somebody hurt, we got to put other guys in. We're rotating quite a few guys in right now because of that. It doesn't help us, but whoever goes in, they practice. We expect them to get lined up, make plays, and tackle and get guys down.
What did you think of Garrett and the way he played, and what went the decision to start Garrett today too?
Well, so what we did with those two guys is we graded everything they did in practice all week, and he had just an ever so slightly better grade than Gunner. So we started him for that reason. Once he settled down, he made some plays. Obviously turnovers are difficult, but he made a few plays. I'd have to look and watch the tape. A little more difficult to see offensively, from that perspective. But he made a few throws, yeah. But we'd like to be able to minimize turnovers.
Yeah. On those turnovers, did you sense anything different from him? Did you feel like there was any panic? Did you? Then he seemed to respond well after the. First
After that,
yeah.
I think he was fine. Yeah. I don't see it as being an issue.
The difficulty that Garrett faced, Mike, was notwithstanding. Would your concern post this game would start with defense?
I guess I'm not understanding the question.
It's not so much that you came in short-handed at quarterback; it's the defense just didn't stop anyone. That seemed to be the story. Is that fair to say?
Well, they rushed for 350 yards, and so it's going to be extremely difficult to perform well as a team and play when you give up those kind of rushing yards.
Schematically, was there anything you weren't prepared for with that they did in the run game today?
I heard them one scheme that was different that we hadn't seen. Maybe they got during an open week, but I didn't think we tackled very well. I thought in the open field we had a chance to get guys down. We didn't do a good job tackling.
Did you guys change anything up defensively at halftime to try to counter what Neal was doing and the run game was doing to your knowledge?
Yeah, a couple things, but I would have to wait on that to get out there until I watch the tape to see exactly on that. But there was a couple things that we tried to make adjustments on. I still think I'm going to lean back. We didn't tackle very well, but we'll have to see after I grade the tape.
Is that the product of it's late in the year, guys are tired, beat up? Usually the coaches sometimes say tackle is effort more than anything.
Yeah, it's, I didn't see guys not trying. I didn't see effort problems. It almost looked like we just weren't fundamentally good at wrapping guys up. We bounced off and got our head down at times, and that's difficult. When you get guys in space like that, you got to be able to get them down.
That said, how hard is it to improve tackling this late in the season?
Well, you just keep working on it, and it's not hard to improve. We just need to stay consistent. We need to stay consistent with our drill work, and and be aware of what happened and why it happened. I think the most important thing whenever you come up short is to identify why it happened and what's some type of a short-term solution to get better for next week. I think that's really where you're at this time.
Is the defensive line any part of the run game struggles on defense?
Well, I think it's everybody. I wouldn't say it was, it'd be hard to say exactly, but I think there's times as backers we miss tackles. There's times, I know there's times as D linemen we miss some tackles. So I think it's just kind of everybody contributing. They just need to clear the mind, settle down, see what's happening, and be able to run and tackle and wrap and get guys down.
Mike, 2 weeks ago, you guys just beaten Texas and the world looks great. Now here you sit trying to find some answers. Did you see this coming? Was there anything that happened along these last 2 weeks that made you think we could be in for a struggle?
Oh, I don't know necessarily a struggle, but when you start to lose considerable number of players and replacing people, then things get a little more difficult. How difficult they can get, I don't know that any coach ever knows. You've got to go play the games. But when you're starting to work guys that are inexperienced and young, and then you're shuffling guys around, it's going to be a little more difficult.
Is there a time you thought Spencer might play this past week?
Today. Did I think he would?
Yeah, was there a day? where you
Well,
thought,
we go through the same thing with him. This has been a few weeks now. We try to decide late in the week where we're at with him, and we just felt like that he wasn't quite ready to go out and play in this game.
Will that be the routine again this week as well?
Will that be what?
The routine with him again this week as well?
Well, we would have to reevaluate, and we reevaluate all those guys on Monday.
Did you see enough from Garrett to feel comfortable starting him again if you need to?
Without watching the tape, it'd be unfair for me to really give an opinion and hear everything going on and wait and see what actually happened in the games. But I thought he competed and made a few throws. He might have forced a couple that I'm sure he'd like to have back. But I thought he competed and played hard.
After the two early interceptions, was there a thought to go to Gunner, or why did you stick with Garrett the whole way?
I would hate to put a guy out for the first time and early in his career, and then they make a couple of mistakes and yank him. I don't know that there's any right or wrong, but I think you give them a chance to fight through some stuff versus, that would have been with 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. So that would have been a little difficult in my opinion.
Did you end up saying anything to him after the game? Anything throughout halftime, after performance early on? What were some of the things you're seeing early or after the game for him to continue to work on?
Well, I can't hear you because of the.
Oh, so did you have an opportunity to be able to ask him or tell him anything about how he did after the game?
Who, Rangel?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't. I talked to the team. I haven't visited with him yet. But I was telling him during the game he's doing good or whatever, halftime and all that, just normal.
How do you get the guys refocused after having so much so close to you just a week or so ago? And now, it feels a little bit like a mashing for you guys. How do you get everybody?
I hope they respond. That's kind of the way life is. We try to teach them that, and we have a culture that should extend itself to them to understand that sometimes things don't go your way, and they have to understand that we all start over again tomorrow morning, and we have another game, like I say, every Saturday to y'all, and guys have to get ready to go, and I challenged them. I challenged the leaders, the mature guys, and we all face adversity and things in life that don't go our way, and that's just kind of the way it is. One good thing about college football is that's what it teaches them. So I would expect them to be critical of themselves. I expect the coaches to be critical of themselves and grading tape and looking in the mirror and saying, okay, here's what we did, here's what we can do better, and come up with some answers and practice well this week. It sounds simple, but there really is no other alternative. That's the only way.
Is there anything that you feel like you or your staff can do to try to break through the malaise that's come over the team the last couple of weeks?
We just have to come up with plans and we did the same thing this week that we've done my 18 years here. We came up with plans, we practiced, we did everything the same way we have. We just, they made some plays we didn't. We missed some tackles and didn't protect as good at times. We turned the ball over at times, but we do the same things that we've done my 18 years here.
All good. The running game struggles is, how much of that is pre-snap, they're not exactly sure who to block, or how much of it is they're just not blocking correctly?
Well, I don't think there's ever a time they don't know who to block. I think there's times that maybe they slipped off, fell off blocks, so on and so forth. That's another one that's difficult for me to talk about without watching, because once they all get jumbled up in there, I can't really see. When I watch the video, and run it back, I get a better chance to get a feel for what's going on.
Thanks, Coach.
Good. All right. Thank you all.
Players and coordinators outside, good.